Namaste students. Hope you all fine. Myself Saranya, I am your EVS teacher. Today we are going to see the next lesson from the window. So from the window, what is the lesson? We'll see here. It is a morning now. Last night I went to sleep early. It was too dark to see anything outside. When the train stopped early this morning. So we came to know that the person is going in a train. He slept last night very earlier. So today the morning time was 7:30. You can see in the picture there. So the train was stopped. I woke up, it was Madga gone. That was written on the board at the platform. So, in the platform, the name was written. Appa said that we were going through the state of Goa. So, the his Appa told that we are going to the state through Goa. So, from the way of Goa, they are going. We got off at the station and had some hot tea and filled our water bottles. So, if it is top means they can have something and they can fill their water bottles. So, we can rest ourselves, right? So, like that, they are also doing. The train started again. Again, the train started. I find it difficult to describe the scene outside. It is so beautiful. So, if it is a moving train, means if we saw any place outer, means it will not stay. It will be moving, right? So, it is a very difficult to describe the scene also, and it will be a very beautiful sceneries we can get. It is green everywhere, fields with red soil and green crops, hills covered with the trees. So it's look like a very beautiful natural scenes, right? Sometimes I can see small ponds and far away. So in the far away we can see some ponds also. Behind the hills, more water. I can I cannot make out if it is a river or the sea. So we can't tell that one is river or a sea. We can't tell that. The air is cooler and not so dry as in Ahmedabad. So there the air is cool, not feeling very dry. The train passed a level crossing. So level crossing means see the picture. So this is the level crossing. So the train passed the level crossing. People are waiting on both the sides of the crossing for the train to pass. There are buses full of people, cars, trucks, auto rickshaws, cycles, motorcycles, scooter, and even tongas and bullock carts with people and goods in them. So we can see so many varieties of vehicles which were standing in the level crossing. Some people do not switch off the engines of their vehicle even while waiting at the level crossing. You can see in the level crossing some will be offing the engine so that they can save some petrol or diesel. So some of them will not. There is a lot of smoke and noise in that place. I see some people going under the bars of the level crossing. How dangerous this is, right? We should not do this. If the level crossing is closed means we have to wait for the train to pass. After that only we have to move. We should not undercross the bars in the level crossing. It will be very dangerous. So we should not do that. At times, our train crosses another train. Uni and I tried to count the carriage in one such a train, but both of the trains were going so fast we always got confused. So, if another train is crossing, means we will do that, right? We will count the carriages, but we can't count them completely because our train will be so fast. What was the difference in the scene that Omana saw from the train on the first day and on the second day? On the first day of journey, Omana saw the fields were dry and brown. But on the second day of her journey, Omana saw green fields, red soil, and hills covered it with trees. This is the difference Omna saw in the 2 days. Omna saw many kinds of vehicles at the level crossing. Which of them run on diesel or petrol? Bus, trucks, and a few cars run on diesel, while scooter, cars, motorcycles, etc. run on a petrol. So these are the things which they use diesel and which they use petrol. Why was there so much smoke and noise from the vehicles at the level crossing? Because some people did not switch off the engine of their vehicles even while waiting at the railway crossing. So, because of them only, there is too much of smoke and noises. What can we do to reduce noise of the vehicle and save petrol at the diesel? Discuss. And this is your homework. You have to write your own opinion about this answer. Okay, childrens. The next one. Sometimes people cross the tracks even when the crossing is closed. What do you feel about this? So it is very dangerous thing, right? So people should not cross the railway tracks while the crossing is closed. It may be fatal. No one should take such a risk. It is very dangerous. We should not go like that. Okay, childrens? Later, I was sitting near the window with my eyes closed. Suddenly, the sound of the moving train changed. Kuduk, kuduk, kuduk. I opened my eyes and guess what I saw. Our train was crossing a very big river on a very long bridge. So while crossing the bridge in the train, we can hear some different noise, right? Like guduk guduk guduk. So we can hear that. So as it was crossing the bridge, it sounded very different. The wheels rattled as there was no ground. So in the bridge there will be no ground, right? So like that it is sounding. Only the truck and the water down below. When I first looked down, I felt giddy. I was really quite scary. If we saw down means it will be very scary, right? The river down below was full of water and some boats. I could also see some fishermen. So in the river, she saw some boats and fishermen who doing their work on the banks. I waved at them, but I did not know if they could see me. So if we wave means they could not see them, right? Because the bridge, inside the bridge, our train will be there. Inside the train, they can't see us very clearly from the downstairs. So look at the picture. Here is the bridge under water. So here only we can cross the bridge. Alongside over a bridge, there was another bridge for bus and cars. So if we crossing in one bridge means for vehicles there will be a different bridge. So like that two different bridges will be there. This was built different from ours. I think going over our bridge was more adventurous. Yes, going in the bridge was more adventurous, right? It will be quite risky also. Have you seen any bridges? Where? I will write my own answers. You can write your own answers also here. Yes, I have seen several bridges while going to Delhi by train. Next, have you ever crossed a bridge? Where? I have crossed many bridges. There comes a bridge over the river Gangas at Allahabad. What was the bridge built over? So, what are the material which was used to build the bridge? The bridge was built over the river Gangas. What did you see below the bridge? Below the bridge, what we can see? We can saw water, some boats below the bridge. Find out why bridges are made. Bridges are made for people and their vehicles to cross the river. If bridge is not there means we can't go from this side to another side of the river, right? For that purpose only bridge was made. Next, the last few hours I have been so exciting after a breakfast. So after a breakfast, it's 11:30. She was very excited. I climbed on the top to the upper berth to read my comics. So it's a sleeper berth. So it will be three sleeper berth. It will be. So Omna went to the upper berth to read the comics. It was bright and sunny outside. Suddenly, everything became dark. It also felt a little cold inside. So, suddenly, the climate was changed and it was very cold inside also. I was afraid. Then the lights in the train came on. So, if it is a dark means the light will be on. Some some somebody will on the lights, but outside it was very dark. Somebody said we have entered a tunnel. So you can see the tunnels, right? So if we enter into the tunnels mean it will be very dark. This goes right through the mountain. The tunnel seemed to go on and on, and then just as. So, see this picture. This is the tunnel in the bridge. Suddenly, we were in daylight again. So, outside it was sunny, bright, and green. The train had crossed the tunnel. So inside the tunnel, it will be dark. Appa explained that we were on the other side of the mountain. So why we are using tunnel means to going one side to the other side of the mountain. Since then we have passed through four smaller tunnels. Now I am enjoying going through the tunnels. First time it will be scary.
After that, it will be practiced and we will enjoy the rides. Right, children? So, like that, Omno also enjoyed. Have you ever been through a tunnel? How did you feel? Yes, I have been through a tunnel. In the beginning, I used to feel nervous, but not anymore because I know it is all safe. If we feel that was safe, we will not afraid of them, right? The route from Goa to Kerala has a total of 2000 bridges and 92 tunnels. Why do you think there were so many bridges and tunnels? In the route of Goa to Kerala, the train has to pass through sea coast, many water bodies and hills. So, to cross them, there were so many bridges and tunnels. So, in the route of Goa to Kerala, there will be a many sea coast. In water body areas, we will use bridges and many hills. In hillsides, we want tunnels. For them, it will be very useful for us to move from place to place. Imagine and draw in your notebook what Omna saw under the bridge when her train crossed. And this is your homework. You have to draw this one. And second one's imagine if on the way there had been no tunnel and bridge. How would Omana train have crossed the mountain and river? So these two things you have to do by yourself, and this is your homework for you. Okay, childrens. Next, now it is afternoon. So afternoon time, our for lunch we had idli vada. So they had idli vada for lunch that we brought from Udupi station. So in the station called Udupi, they bought that idli vada. We also brought some bananas. These were very small and very tasty. The scene outside has changed again. Now we can see many coconut trees and green fields every day, everywhere. So the outside scene was changed. It was very so many coconut trees and green fields. Amma says that these are paddy fields. Our houses and villages looks very different. People's clothes are also different from what we see in Ahmedabad. So place to place the dressings will be vary and houses and villages will be different, right? So like that, while comparing to Ahmedabad, this place people's clothes was very much differ. People Most people were wearing white or cream colored dhotis and saris. Many people who were with us from Ahmedabad have got off. People have also got onto the train from different stations. So some of the peoples were got off and some of the peoples were entered into the train. Sunil's family is getting off to Kolikod, which comes at around 6 o'clock. We have exchanged addresses and plan to meet in Ahmedabad. You will also like Sunil and Anne. So, in the train, also, we will get some new friends, right? We will be very close to them. While after we saw them new, but in the train traveling, we will become very close to them. So, like this, friendship will come. So, which language do you speak at home? This is your homework. You have to write by yourself. On the way from Gujarat to Kerala, Omna's train went through several states of our country. Find out and list which states it crossed. Third one, did you ever have a coconut water? How did you find it? Fourth one, draw a coconut tree and discuss in the class about it. So draw the tree itself, okay? And this is your homework you have to do by yourself. And also find out in which state these language are spoken. So like Malayalam, in which state the language was spoken very much, you have to write this. This is also your homework, children's. Do your homework. Okay. The time become 9:30. Now it is night. We have also started packing up. The train will reach Kottayam in about 3 hours. That is where we have to get off. So she wants to get off in the station called Kottayam. Tonight we will go to Valiam Valiamma's house. Tomorrow we will take the bus that will take us to Ammuma's village. We all are quite tired. After all, we have been on the train for 2 days. What a long journey it has been. So, it's a very long journey. If we go for anywhere for a long time, means we will be feel very tired, right? So, she traveled for 2 days. Then, their family members become very tired. We had a lot of fun. I I will put my diary away now. I will write again after we reach Amuma's house. So see, this is the diary of Omana, what she had felt in the travel and about her journey in the travel she wrote. So, how nice it was, right? While reading this, we felt ourselves was traveling in the train. So, this is your homework. So, you have to write your answer. What do you call them? What do you call your mother's sister, mother's mother, father's sister, and father's mother? And this is your homework, children's. Write your answer. Okay, that's all the lesson got over, children's. Copy all the answers, do your homework, and read also. Okay, thank you, students. Stay home, stay safe. Bye.